Hello, welcome to another Redbex training video. In this video we're going to talk about the Redbex Start Page. The Redbex Start Page is a place in Redbex where you can find some information at a glance right after starting your client. The Start Page will just open automatically and give you some information. You have the possibility to configure yourself which information you would like to have by using some widgets which are predefined for being used in the Redbex Start Page. Let's have a look to the user interface. You see already I have opened my client and you see the start page is already there, but it's empty because I deleted every widget to have the possibility to show you how to add some widgets and how to configure the layout of the start page. At the first, I would like to show you have the possibility to display the number of columns for your start page. So you have the possibility to configure 1, 2 or 3 column layout for the start page. I decide right now to only use 1 column design, and then I can just add some widgets by using the first menu entry, the first button here in our toolbar, which opens up a menu with some entries for adding some widgets which already have been predefined by the user, the Redbex system. The first one is called the Redbex News widget, which just gives you some information about Redbex, about the development, about the news, and you can just see here there are some entries there, and if you're interested in one of these entries, just click the link and the browser will open and give you the information about this Redbex News entry here, which you just clicked. Then we have another widget which is called the Training Videos widget. This just gives you all the released videos for the training videos you got for Redbex. You just can see if there is another video which you can watch concerning Redbex. And we also have a widget which contains some information about the application server, and there is also one widget which is called the RSS feed, and this widget gives you the possibility to define any RSS feed which you would like to see. Could be a widget of your local information about your local news network, or about news in your company. Whatever RSS feed you would like to see, just configure it here and you will see the news right after starting the Redbex client. I would like to show you how to configure these widgets here. You have quite some possibilities in configuring them. You will see if you click this little button here, the content switch to the configure screen. And first you have the possibility to set the width and the height of this widget. And right now you see we have two numbers here, which is 33.33, which means the total width of this start page now would be 100%, and this widget now just is using 1/3 of the width, for example. If I just choose here, I would like to have this widget to use 50%, and I go back to the content section, you will see the width will be reset to 50% of the screen. The same goes with the height. You can also enter the height according to a percentage of the total height of this window, and you can also give the title, the widget a title like you would like to have. And you also could have your own subtitle on your widget. As this is a widget which can be defined on yourself concerning the source of information, you have the possibility in the next section to define just any RSS feed you would like to see here, and you also can define how many elements you would like to be displayed, and also if you would like to see the publishing date or you don't want to see this date here. I just keep this as it is. It is a predefined RSS feed which will be filled out if you just add this widget right now, and after switching back you will see the changes of the content. Now I have here my title as title, and the subtitle will be displayed if I hover the mouse on the title bar. Of course, you can drag and drop the widgets as you would like to have them. You can reorder them, and switch to another design. So you see now I have a 2-column design. Now it would be of course more useful if I would change the width for both of them to 50%, and the 33% goes with a 3-column design, of course, best. And there is one more widget I would like to show you, which is the advanced status widget. And this widget has the possibility to show you information from within the Redbex system. And this widget actually shows you the advanced status of some tunneling buildings which you have in your project. To configure this widget, just press again the configure bar, and then you see you have here the possibility in the second section of this configure screen to add some features of X position. And I just have a look if there are some, and I have a look in my tunneling view, and here I have 2, so I just drag them and drop them in the first position and the other one in the second position. And if we go back to the content view of this widget, we will see we get 2 bars for each of this advanced status feature. We get 1 bar which shows us at one hand the total length of this building, and on the other hand this green indicator here shows us how much advanced we already made. And we also see here in the middle of this bar that we are now at position 10, and the total length would be 220. The second bar has a total length of 210, and we are now at position 9.8. So at last I would like to show you right now where this information comes from. The actual position which is shown here and which this green indicator relies on comes actually from the advanced status feature itself. If we open this one, you will see that there are some observations in this feature, and the observation which has been entered at last, which is this one here, it is from 25th of October. This one indicates the actual position of the advance in this building. And then we have another information there, which is the total length of the tunnel, and this comes from the definition of the drive itself. So we have to open the access which we have defined here. This advanced status feature is based on the access which is called simple access, and also on the access reference system which is called drive south. So I just open here the simple access and have a look to my drive south here. I will open this one going to the edit window, and here I'll see the last property of this definition of drive south. South is the expected length of this drive. This of course could vary during the advance works, but should be redefined if ever there is some new information. And these 2 parts of the information, the total accepted length of the building and the actual position in the tunneling as being entered by these observations, are placed together and give you here this overview of the actual position in every tunnel you configure here. So what I did right now is I'm making a template for the start page for my own user. So whenever I end my client, I stop my client and restart it again, Redbex will remember the configuration of the start page which I did right now. So every user has the possibility to configure the start page like he would like to do. But you will find there are some users who are really not interested in configuring the start page, or on the other hand you have new users which do not know yet about the possibilities of the start page. Here you have the possibility as an administrator of the Redbex system, using the server administration ribbon. You will find here there is a possibility to configure a so-called default start page. So if I click this button, there will be another start page being opened, and here I just define some default start page which I would like to have my users who are new to the system or didn't configure their own start page yet, and whatever I will define here will be displayed to users who do not have an own start page layout, an own start page template yet. So you have the possibility to configure a default start page for your users as an administrator of the Redbex system. And on the other hand, whatever I was defining here is being displayed for myself. Wherever I log on using my user credentials, it will be saved to my local user settings and will be just recalled after opening the Redbex client. If you close the start page and would like to open it again at a later time, you just open the command ribbon and you will find the start page right at the end of this ribbon. Here this button opens you the start page again. I would just like you to make some experience with the start page. It's quite a handy tool. You can get out a lot of information at a glance after starting the Redbex system, and I think you can have quite some benefit of this feature of Redbex.